you're at the why you know the whole week is to not have the names of it. Right?
Yeah.
We good? Folks, we must apologize for that interruption there. We must apologize for that. We've had some technical difficulties there, but our super technician, Mr. Caleb Joseph, jumped on it real fast. As we were saying, P, the federation really needs.
Yeah, I would like to thank Eric. Eric and your wife fix your part with the fees up. So
thanks, Eric, and
Yeah,
anybody
respect.
else. Like we were saying, no, we just think that the federation needs to get to putting out these stuff earlier.
I don't know why though. I told you something. Said I didn't 5 years. I don't know why, but like we just like no give info. When I go outside visit, they volunteer information. They give you information about the race. When I go to Mexico, they even get someone to try to talk to you in English and then Hispanic, and so they visit information quick to you. If you call late, somebody call to you and show you something. But in my country, like we just like hide. We don't know who the registry is. Foreigner to me tell. Nothing foreigner. Everybody.
Everybody.
We don't know who our registry is tell. But they Friday morning.
Saturday morning when they show up the line.
But this is what I'm saying, and I did ask a question before we got our technical difficulties. Why a race going to be 95 years old and up to the whole week we do not have the total list of names? And Bizet was explaining a lot of stuff, so maybe you need to reiterate what we're saying.
Well, what I was saying is a couple of things. One, I know that I think that if I'm right, the technical meeting will be on Thursday.
Normal Thursday.
On Thursday evening. So at that time, that's when registration closes off, right? So we will then know exactly who all has registered. However, come Saturday morning, we will start that race, and we will be way down into that race and not have one list where they tell you, okay, we had on Thursday we had 120 riders register, but only 110 showed up or whatever, right? We don't know that number there at all. So we only could know who we seen at the race.
That's what.
And this is what I'm saying is that we have to get better at, where, like Palace said, we are passing out the information as quickly and as accurately as possible. And these are things that
last time they take man off on him.
Yes, last year
Doing the race.
one man start the race, ride must about 25 miles and then take him out of the race.
Somebody the pose as Canon White or something.
No. Nobody was posing.
Oh.
There was no
So I
pose.
didn't show that boy replaced and he signed his name, correct name.
Right.
First time I think I got, like you don't show and when I signed Joseph Jones. I scratched your name and I put F Joseph and me there.
Well, yeah. Oh,
So you put the right name. So
I one time because take signature make a go.
Then when you are in the race,
you can't take out the race. Man.
and I'm
But
selling.
this is what I'm saying. You guys identify what I'm saying. A race going for more than
Close to
90 plus years,
Close to 100.
and then we'll wait. Then the whole
Yeah, it's hemisphere when you're ready. With the
We are the oldest
oldest
race.
one in the hemisphere.
and then we still at this point where
Well, this is why I'm saying to you that we need to the volunteers. We are grateful and
I
thankful
hear
for
them.
them.
They said they said though. I heard a lot.
Volunteers.
Remember,
We the volunteers.
remember we the volunteer with service.
But
I was
and this
thinking,
is why I'm keep saying that even though we are volunteering, we have to be held responsible for certain things. But if the man where they take you, the man where they take the sign in, if he doesn't know you, well, he should. Let's put it the right way. Not even if he don't know you. When you sign in, you're supposed to have an ID to show that this either Fitzgerald Joseph,
card or something.
either your race license or some kind of formal ID that he could say, okay, this side see your name and sign your
Yeah,
name,
bad though.
right?
They
Because
did
you know it, you know that we are very blessed too, you
I
know.
want to be said if
Because when they take that man out of that race, that man could have sued them for all kind of thing, you know. Could have sued Federation for
all the
playing
time,
ticket,
everything.
time, how much money he could
But-
have
but-
taken.
but-
But all
Sorry.
these things could be avoided
Okay.
if you have standard and you
But
set
I can do
standards
say
in place.
if you been raised up too before that time I have here.
Right, and this is it.
Emmanuel that one no come understand.
Yeah, but we're just saying as we
Because just
speak to the nation,
look on the list right now that
properly in place.
we have 20. What you said, 21 riders that they
I
have
got 21.
so-called vetted or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But now we don't know how much out of that 21 are show. And that's why I keep saying if they whatever is their criteria, they put it out. And to me, the individual is his or her responsibility to get here to ride.
Maybe a
race.
time they said for we move cross country for under the assistance of the federation and put it private like Tour de France.
Maybe that's
So that's private
something else. Maybe
Private.
the federation might look
That
what
would,
you are saying.
Private.
What
that
you
would make sense.
Because this our federation have shown me that they're not ready for this crowd. This crowd is too big for them.
But maybe with the federation,
Well,
So maybe a private company.
Maybe the option- well,
maybe
maybe the option should be the federation should put it out for sale and say, listen,
It could
we
be.
will sell you the rights for this year.
Yeah, it can
And,
be.
and
But Belize
you pay,
are not
you
too
pay.
happy with that.
Well, mean I'm
Well,
not too happy. The race where
everything
additional race.
As a dinner,
no, it's there. They are still contributing.
they don't know.
And,
You are the federation no make no money for cross country
but that should be one of the
because lad make
for the
the
federation.
lad make the point that everything we get we got everything. So
Yeah, that
well,
should be one of the biggest payday for the federation.
yeah,
But
well,
that's why I'm telling you. Well, maybe that's something
The
that they might
federation-
want to look at
the federation
and say, you know
what?
what?
A bar at the finish line.
There's no income
Everybody go
generation.
buy liquor for Alaska.
Man, I don't know, man. I just think.
I think I time for the federation give up cross country and give it to a private entity.
Maybe they should say, listen, we are selling you the rights. We are selling. We are run the race. We are officiate the race.
Contract with us for 5 years.
Yes.
Easily said, but is it easily done? And what kind of response you give for the Belizean public?
But
No, the
why you
people
think
are
they
poor.
change?
Did
The race is
I'm
right.
just saying also,
It will be 95, 96 yards, whatever amount of yards. The Cycling Federation will still govern it and think, but they are not responsible for.
You say still government Tour de France.
Yes.
Owned by a private entity.
So, yes. And
that,
that is it.
because then, like,
Cross country option for them.
Cross country is too big for
The four-man
four-man
team.
federation. A four-man team that make it.
well, that's what I'm saying. We go into a whole week, and both of you guys cannot even tell me who's the total amount of names, right?
We don't know.
And there's no means
And
of
we
us
said
finding
that
it out until Thursday.
Look what I said directly.
We are get a list on Thursday.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Call and said.
Now, quarrel and start because
Look what issue has said that is.
if you don't have standard,
When I read this also, that is I know that it going past them. The federation states foreign team riders must meet the requirement of 3 riders to be eligible for a service vehicle and may not collaborate with any local team to meet this eligibility. You know what's one man is, right? What one man do?
And
they
then,
buy one service vehicle.
but see, make we discuss that.
I'm just saying a rule when I say
There
must be 3 foreign riders to get a vehicle.
Must be 3 foreign riders to get a vehicle.
But on a not a one, but on a 4 one for general 11 one man there invited. You on a one get that fees. When I get that fees, they who get the vehicle, who will be can stay with now.
Yes.
With the back man
And they said, you know what? When I used to ride P and I was unattached, they didn't want to give me a vehicle. And I tell them, I argue and I tell them, as long as y'all take my registration, you have to allow me for a vehicle. Now you can tell me that I can't get in the lottery,
It's good.
but as long
So
as I am
vehicle in there, be said I'll be number 18.
18,
So
But can't try to
you can't get a vehicle. You
Then
cannot
you
tell me
are
that.
invite you invite foreigners to the show until they don't know one can have vehicle.
You have to join up with him,
So
and
it's the law not correct.
and this is what we are saying. These are the things that has to be adjusted.
That cement my point that this race, they're not ready for this race.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Well, after I throw that question, with the race that all, I will not have no adjustment. Then it's I don't know, man. It just scary.
No, and
I used to do this last night and for the show last night.
the Garland show.
Okay, do this and they just find out that there's a criteria to pick fried riders.
So I tell you, but and they give it to you.
But they doing this work for the federation,
And they never know.
They don't know
Like I said earlier.
they don't know that there's a guideline.
But like I said earlier, the guideline based on what I was told by people that used to be a part of the federation, the guideline for international cyclists are at 1, 2, and 3.
But you should ask where year that was.
But I think it's still current. That's what I was told. It's still current.
But then
But no pro.
But
then how you say no pro and we
I'm
have
just saying
to?
that what was told to me.
it was
Based on
pro.
the bylaws.
It was pro there. It was pro right last year. The year before.
I'm not sure. I just said that was be good for somebody.
And this is
I
my
best,
this.
when I get to make it go on teams quickly.
Yeah, let's.
I realize that we
Better we stop bash so much and we
Yeah.
go on
make it go on teams.
and discuss the race itself.
Well, I don't think that bash. I don't like you use the word bash.
No,
I just been out and
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, they
consider constructive and healthy criticism.
If they are big
It's not to take away,
for where we
it's not to take away,
for
but for them to think and consider that you're going for a race over 90 plus years,
yeah,
and then you do not have a list
we have
up to Thursday. You do know the Belize and Panama Fab. We do not know what's the total amount of number riding. So it's not bash. I don't like the bash. It's just healthy
Constructive criticism.
Healthy or constructive.
Right.
Go ahead, Mr. Farrell.
Yeah, so let's go by the
How many
team.
teams you got? If you got,
I think
make a write down name. Give me your name and I write.
we have. Let's start with
Mara.
you have the Mala Alliance.
Mara. Who else?
You have the
G-
Valvoline
G-Flow.
team.
I have also my friend team, but I don't care what.
Valvoline.
Place. Emmanuel, I don't care.
M&M. What else you got? Wait, team name. Wait, by the way, for Shutters, Shutters.
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 You have whatever the paddling crowd, whatever boys.
Whatever boys, they will be out there.
Yes, Hyro Campus
And
and
then
that crowd.
supply, they are out there this
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, supply
supply
bus.
plus or something. Yeah.
They got for name.
SPD.
SPD, yeah.
Yeah. Supply
SPD.
plus depot. Yeah, SPD.
Yeah.
So what all you have right now?
Agamara, G-Flow, Valvoline, M&M, Shutters, whatever boys, SPD.
Okay. Yeah. Who else we got?
Level.
Lover.
You got a team at the top. So
Yeah. I'm not gonna one man, I got team.
yeah, no, the teams.
Yeah. They have. We don't have a team from Rosal.
They're not being on touch. Like one rider. So
No.
how much team you got, Badapal?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8. Then.
So let's get
The trial streets. Then I have like
Constant
the
Creek?
Chotos on it.
Yeah, right?
I'm just asking. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I don't hear anybody, right?
Giovanni
Chotos on
and,
it,
and
Yeah,
Jose
right.
and,
Everybody got team too. Check out the team here.
No,
Robin
yeah,
running
Rebels.
Rebels. Then register.
But who for them?
Quintan.
Yeah.
Tariq.
No, Tariq is
No,
with,
Tariq.
Taricano.
Taricano. Trigab Jr. And they had one other rider.
But my amigo the ride the country junior, right?
Who? Which junior?
I
is it?
think he was like Trigab Junior.
Oh, Santino's.
Where's Santinos?
Santinos, yeah.
Right, so that 10.
Yeah, I think it's about 10.
We can't ride it by self to him pay me. We have myself pay me.
Yeah.
Shankan.
But they aren't registered enough riders because I say a lot of riders came in.
Oh yeah, they come from states.
France States.
Yeah. So
PM.
pay me.
So how much team you have?
11.
1, 2, 3,
I
4,
want
5,
to
6,
something
7,
based on what
8,
was told.
9, 10, 11.
How much you got?
11.
What that minimum? What is the maximum or minimum just give me a number. That's a Belizean rider. If you have 11 teams, say what? 4 pounds. Let's lose five.
Yeah, that's
So what?
55.
That's 55. And say how much unattached?
That's my point.
And-
I'm making that the quota we speak about
25%.
then they are less than 100 man for cross country. When cross country for the ride 150 man. So when they tell man they can't come, that's stupidness. But it won't make a toast right now. But Nissan I want to bring a bunch of mix and from America Cancun. I think they're doing by 3. But in a free that like I read 32 Mexican and 80 American do.
But fellas,
Many people probably Quintana Roo, murder. This is just
And then
telling any other bring on.
But
Only we gonna
when we go to Willie, sometimes we carry 30 man.
we are better and we are deciding for no cocoa.
going back to what we started.
That
We don't have no
yeah.
rules, policies,
Yeah.
standard.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
The rule will go as we make.
Yeah.
Upon what I'm
Man,
Yeah.
make I explain something.
We are calling again. So
But-
we can go to the team
let,
then.
let me help you. So how much team you said you got?
11.
11.
And let's say 5 per team, that's
Yeah.
55.
5.
And then you have maybe 10 attached. How much that?
65.
Let's say 65. And then that Belizean.
Well,
You're
let me
going
do
to
this.
bring 25%. At least what was told to me. You're going to bring 25% international riders.
So quarter 65. 15? 16.
Somewhere around there.
On the 16.
But I was told
16 has to give that.
I was told earlier in the year that the federation had 70 registered riders, eligible registered riders.
Mhm.
So that 70.
Yeah, so
And
we're
that was
very
the
close,
time
yeah.
we were close to
We're
it.
close.
Close
So
to that.
70. But 25% or 70. How much I give away?
4, I mean, what? 1 and 4 is 17, 18.
Yeah,
18.
got 10% or 7, and then a double it and be 14, and then half the 7 and be 3,
3. So
13. So the 13.
17. 7 and 14 and half that.
So the
17, 18 guys.
yeah, international rider, man.
They
So we go if I understand on based upon what I was told, then like to a sense we go back way.
well, it depends how you look at it.
It's not big race, my brother.
That's why I keep saying, to me, the best way to do this race is to sit down with the police, the ambulance, and the federation and say, let's come up with a number that we can control and have a safe ride. Because people have to realize, yes, we have what's called a rolling closure, but however, there is that road is the only accessible road from the west to the city. And at some point, you have to allow vehicles to pass the race. So you can't just have one crazy number.
Yeah, but
I don't know what the exact number is. That, like I said, they have to discuss that.
130, guarantee 130.
but
Right.
I don't.
And then to me, my suggestion, and this is only my suggestion, if, as Paula said, we use 130, we don't have 70, we just say we had 70,
70, yeah.
so that I left 60.
Yeah.
To me, you have to invite your region, which our region is Copasi, which is the whole Caribbean and so on, who are member of Copasi.
Sure, then I'm mute. Okay, sorry.
Right? So we use Copasi, the countries from Copasi. We send out an invite to them of, they say they only want 3 per team, no? Of 3. That I think is 12 countries, that 36. If all of them would have sent. But that's why I'm telling you, if you send it out early and you say,
Yes.
I'm giving you a deadline of December or January, whatever,
So,
to know you, because not all of them send 3, some might send 1, some might send 2, some might send none. Right? Then you take that number and you figure it out, and that's the way you do it.
yeah, you can.
I just think I want to so good. But I just think by the point, people text me too that we have a good idea, we got a good point. then you forget sell that.
Then if you want,
Sell everything.
oh, sir.
Give it everything. You can count it. You can
They need to find it out to make it
Well,
more a business
I don't know how
plan.
to call him on a show, but we got somebody willing to well do good with that race.
Will I buy?
Yes.
I turn to something
Good.
good.
Turn it over something good.
Yeah.
I make it big with
You
tourism and everything.
got a couple of people.
I mean, well, and people, let's get it understood. When we say sell, we are talking the federation will still run the event. The
Yeah.
federation will
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
We are saying the rights,
The rights.
to run, to organize
Yeah,
the
right.
race,
Sell the rights.
promote the race,
Everything.
to
Marketing.
the marketing of the race, and so on
I
and
think
so on.
before somebody say anything too.
It makes sense.
Again, too, we are making great point. The federation don't have no bar.
And I have no generate income generating.
They make no money.
This is supposed
No.
to be the biggest generation
Should.
earning income.
Should.
for them.
Yeah, man.
I was at a football game at the Maran Jones Stadium and watched the football, the Belize City football team. They lose to San Pedro. But the point I'm trying to make right quick is that the Maran Jones Stadium will hold at least over X amount of people. If you just to finish a race there will have
But you can't finish
I
it.
know you can't finish it, but I'm just saying. If
But you
everything
don't
get in
think, but
place,
technical rocket mistake, don't technical, they go fix the truck.
you could fix it.
No, I mean, if they want to invest, but
we just finish it.
if they want to go back and fix the track,
I
Right
just
here,
come back in a my
In a compound there, cross country finish.
for years and years.
Yeah, so don't tell me, you have to block it down, you have to take down the truck, and we go get the truck back to the
I
category.
don't want to strap. I'm just saying we talk about big income earner and in a stadium a whole.
Well,
Can we
I come at least over 6,000.
they don't bleachers, but we can get more bleachers as well.
but look on this piece. Make I show you something.
Yeah, good company.
Make I show you something. Make I show you something. The same how we were saying about maybe it's time for them to think about selling the promotional rights of the race to a thing. Somebody, one good business plan person, they don't need for going to Marianne Jones neither, you know. They could figure out, you know what, we are make this a bash. The same, not only television rights, that's one thing, but the same Digipark.
See the Kung Fu fair.
Yes,
And they block off Shisha and block off
yes,
League.
Yeah.
and start a charge there and
And
have
when the race comes in, you pull the balance and sprint in.
yes,
You know?
and you could build bleachers there if you want.
The
Whatever you could do.
At least I don't know about that. Don't give that away to the president.
Well,
Bar entrance.
you know see like
They're not
the
concerned. They're not concerned about it. Cross country. They're concerned about.
Palace, but we
Palace,
going
okay.
for I kill
100?
95.
We got 100. We get 100. We get on blue. No. When I say classic, the run in America. I mean, in the world.
Yes.
110. We don't know 500 better.
But people, what when they finish? They're finishing at the middle of the road. What they do? And then got all the bleachers, the bleachers, and then put up. Then got the trailer with the fancy one for the executives. Then we got AC and this and that, and then the charge. You have to think. Yes, I think we need to. Please.
All right.
So let's start with your
team.
first team,
Anthony Mara, DJ
Alliance. Let's name some of the riders. The ones
Carter
that we got.
Robinson, Byron Pope,
Tariq Flowers,
Goran Gabriel,
Leon Leslie,
So where was Rosado?
Finish.
Rosado.
That's my first name.
There's two brothers.
The two of them are new?
No. One
Richard, next one.
Richie and
Anyway,
Six.
Rosado.
Who's saying about 6?
they're missing somebody with Heno.
You know, but he's not a cousin.
Well, I see they don't go again. You jump the go now. Hello man, now right? I tell you, I don't know. I don't say he's on the team. I heard some talking that he ride and rule. And I to be honest with you, me personally, mean that you not need to. We not to worry about you to get one finished position. You going to do your job.
Oh, okay.
Do your job, and to me that's the way he should do.
That would be good if he ride.
Yes, because Heno have good knowledge. I always say Heno a good road captain.
Yeah. I spoke to him.
And people have to understand this too. People have to understand that some riders will ride this race and their job is not to finish the race. Their job is to do certain job.
Well,
go for water,
I'm agreeing with you.
and
I
so
believe
on.
the condition I say in, he should ride.
I
But when I
think
spoke to him about 2 weeks ago, he said personally he would not ride that race. But I agree that the condition and the shape that he's
That he
in,
should.
well, I know
at
that,
least
that,
line up.
I heard some talking
But go ahead with
and
the
that
names,
the
Father.
thing. So make
But-
it,
but that-
hold
that's
on, hold
fixed.
on. No.
Oh.
We don't know nobody else. Anybody else? Anyone that we think we
The-
on that team on no alliance.
On team.
Well, same Digi, no, because it's
Yeah.
it's the
Mala
Mala Digi alliance. So
The leader team will be, but he come on the show and say, but don't the thing, but I say, oh, then got one plan. Can I say they got A, B, and C? One plan. He in that plan.
Who's
okay.
the
Carlton Robinson, the fourth place finisher of last year's cross country. He rode well last year. This year, Carlton won the DGN tour, right?
He always come in there.
And he was
Yeah, but by his name, last time by his name, they got,
second and thirds.
I don't know, second.
He
Or
never
fourth-
come second.
fourth or fifth. Or 15, 16 now.
He came
In a Creme, they win the tour, then, Alfred Parks is going third.
third.
He win the J.
Rumble, he
Yeah, Rumble, he come.
come third again.
Go third again. That's
Yeah.
He up there.
But he's always around.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, he'll be forced to contend with the scorn of being the top boy.
he carries the pressure of being the best believer
Byron
from
Pope,
last year.
Byron Pope 22 come third, and they come fast. Yeah,
As a fan, I keep my comments with the cyclists. I respect them. I salute to them.
No, we all salute them.
What tell us the pressure that he will face.
He,
The pressure.
he carries the pressure
That's
of
what
being.
For his team.
No, he carries the
Because
pressure of the best believer last year.
It's like he gave us kind of pressure last year.
Alright.
He struggled with it.
Yeah.
No, we will. This year will show if he can
If you can back it.
if he can carry that pressure.
Palace mentioned a stats about some weeks ago. The Belizean will carry the pressure the following year. They never come back in the top 10.
It's some.
Area. Last 5 years, is it?
Well, the last 5 years, but we've had guys.
As I said,
and
they're consistent like the Ola Riders.
yeah.
The Ola Riders be consistent.
My thing out to Carlton from me would be to ride aggressive just like he rode aggressive last year. He was out in the early break, he was out in the final break, and he covered a lot of stuff coming down the stretch. So to me, I would just wish him to keep his
Riders
aggression.
are right, but nobody like ride the last part.
Yeah, right, yeah.
No,
So careful with it.
no,
I want him to still be aggressive.
nobody like ride the last part.
Yeah.
When it comes down to the last 5 miles, you have to calculate it. As a fan, I'm saying.
Yes,
you
but
have
he
to
has to ride
calculate
aggressive
different.
because, to me, looking at last year, Carlton made, in my eyes, I don't like to say that as errors. I'm just saying that, to me, 2 spots that he made
It's an experience.
that they got an advantage on him was the last time he covered the champ, Mr. Lopez, at Leslie's. When he did bring back the group to him, Carlton pulled on the right and left everybody on the left. And he went from second when he caught Lopez, and he ended up in fourth. And when they came around the roundabout, he was in the wrong position. He should never have been there. Because when the champ attacked going into the roundabout and rode through the roundabout,
He was finished, though.
that's where he got
I'm just a fan. You guys ride the bike, you know it. But
He
to
was
me, sometimes
he was finished.
you don't show your hand. And the last leg of the race, you show your hand.
Sure, on alleyway.
he
covered
a lot of stuff.
You should not show your hand.
Well, I don't want to say no, you shouldn't show your hand.
I'm just saying as a
No,
fan.
yeah.
If
Everybody, and like we said,
With so much
hindsight is 2020, right?
with too much finals, he should have. So the finals should have been the person chasing.
He should have tried.
That's the man chase.
He
did
chose
everything.
everything. He
Yeah,
chose
because
from
you
everything.
should have the legs and then you
Yeah.
I mean,
But
so
that is it.
when I expand like to make it go
So then you have Goran. Goran got one the
Goran got 14 at the Alfred Parks.
Second in Rumble.
no, he won the
Oh, no, he
Rumble.
won the Rumble.
He won the Rumble.
Yeah.
He won the Rumble.
So he had been the next man. I don't think Pope have what it takes for be cross country contender. Pope the right good. He was 2-6 place in the 2 classic there. But as in cross country, I don't know if he feels I give Goran the edge over him in cross country.
Well,
For his team.
I mean, they say according to you, they said that they only have one plan. No, and they're riding for
One plan.
Carlton.
That's
So I would assume that they have a job that Pope will have to do, and I hope that he
G-Flow.
takes on his job and does it well.
G-Flow.
Next team is G Flow. G Flow.
Chav, baby Chav, driving.
Make a call him by right now so everybody understand.
Derek
Derek Chavaria, Driving Gonzalez. Who else there?
Jalen Briseno.
Jalen Briseno,
Hollister Baptist.
Hollister Baptist, Eric Trapp. Anybody else?
But who the guy wrote us?
Rodas, Delton Rodas. He rides the
Shutters.
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 Yeah.
Shutters.
So they have six.
And that's
So you
one
get
of
5.
Six. You have Derek Chavaria, Driving Gonzalez,
Jalen Briseno.
Jalen Briseno,
Hollister Baptist.
Hollister Baptist, Eric Trapp,
You only get 5, yeah. 5
and
a bit.
they never had somebody else.
Oh, they got baby Turbid. And the one like Casho.
Oh,
Baby Casho. Eh?
Wasani, Jafari,
Casho.
Jafari. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they top man and be
What?
Travel and driving.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're the most experienced.
Yeah.
Check the stats for 2023. Most international racing, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
They were the most international.
they have the
race.
most
As
experience.
a matter of fact,
International experience.
I want to go on the record even before I want to go on the record and say,
Before you say anything,
Yeah.
remember you say you're that fan, you know.
yeah.
And you say that you think that you change now, you jump ship all of a sudden. Speak your mind.
Man, I got
you like
I
Chab?
got Baby Chab.
Okay.
You like huh?
Yeah, I got Baby Chab. The most,
He's good.
the most and number one Belizean going into this race fair.
Okay.
I know Palace, you always give a top 10, including
He my top 10.
Okay, let me go to the next team then.
Barbaline.
So sorry
okay.
before we go there. We want to confirm that you think that Derek Chavaria, both of y'all say that Derek Chavaria is the key player on that team.
I got down as one of the key players with it.
Okay.
I was playing the last couple races.
Okay. Next team,
Barbaline.
Valvoline.
Oscar Quiros.
Brandon Catus,
Brandon Catus.
Atli Lozano,
Dylan Levy.
Dylan Levy,
The boy Christopher Wade.
Christopher Wade,
Tawan.
And they got Stanford.
Stanford, yeah. Ken Stanford.
So,
Ken Ford. Ken
Ford.
Kenyon.
Kenyon Shape Stanford.
Yeah. So that's 6.
Them are forced for us to go to Quiros. Quiros are beef for them, but I think that and then they don't have the ability to forget no next plan.
Yeah,
And one plan.
You
I would like to say to that team, the whole team, they have a strong mental, and over the last, and even for all the 6 riders,
What?
and I think sometimes the team itself, if they don't have, you remember you talked earlier about confidence and the mental, and sometimes they go into a race defeated mental. That's just me as a fan.
Okay.
Quiros is in form, but Quiros show me sign a lacking in a mental as well too. Like I think
So I want to encourage them if go confident.
they beat them a couple of races and like you hear it up. Like once we start remember, I gotta remember that these guys are 8 years younger than me, and
So you agree?
yeah,
The team needs it. Well, let's say to them, I want to say to that entire team is that like what we talk about any as a
Quiros have those come out.
are confident.
Quiros have come out and those late everything from
Well, I know
everything out there.
I know that he went to training camp,
No,
to a little training camp.
no excuse like
In
that.
some-
Just go there
in-
and execute.
into some in.
Because he's the cross country champion.
Yeah, you're a champion.
Yeah, those couple years ago, 2023.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that as a person who really know basketball and cyclist, when you go up on the court, you have got full confidence that nobody can stop you. That if today the number one LeBron James or Michael Jordan, you could put a jumper over there or carry them one-on-one, and so confident, important. And so I bring it up for that team because
that team
I
also,
hear how they interview and how they talk.
that team also,
and lose,
they
lose
that
confidence.
they don't have to ride for chaos. What's the ride for?
You know who. I mean, like I always say,
Is there another rider you see
I
with it?
don't pick guys. I just want all of them to have a good race. A guy that I'm looking, honestly, I think he's in very good form, and to have a good showing would be Atlee Lozano. Atlee showed me some stuff over the last. I've been here a couple of weeks, and I've met him a couple of times, and I've watched certain things that he has shown me that he's in very good form.
But
So I think Ali should have a good showing.
I agree with you, but if you are called to be domestic, then
Well, but see, and this is what I'm saying, Mr. Jones, is like this. We have to look at the race, and we have to figure out what are their plans. Because certain people will, if they are doing their job right, they can't worry about their position, right?
that is correct.
If they're doing their job right, they need to make sure that they have delivered.
Yeah.
Right? And that's it. You don't worry about what your position ends up. Sometimes your position ends up good. Sometimes you never end up in no position. But you have done your job and you did what you were supposed to do.
All right, so next team. M&M.
M&M's. Mr. Jones, you can call those riders.
So we team.
That boy.
What the ride? Roque the ride.
See tomatoes.
Cynthia Devin, right? See tomatoes Devin.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I could give definite three
Thursday.
riders.
Mote, right? Mote.
Mote, Wendell Williams,
Junior.
and Roque. All right.
So there are three.
Yeah.
Hopefully Sito and Devin as well.
Devin, yeah.
Five.
Only make the ride. Wait, cross down.
So then,
Who are doing long time and we buy to Liam.
but he.
Liam can explain the contour, yeah.
Yeah.
Liam can consider somebody for also.
Oh, okay.
But that would all buy the young man, you know.
Okay. But so make me stick with the M&M team. They are riding for who or what?
They don't have the luxury.
They're not going to GC.
So they're riding to try and complete
Compete.
complete
in the race.
complete and compete.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We need them to make numbers. We need the more numbers, the faster the race.
Shutters.
Who all they have?
They got the boy Hyde. Hyde.
Dijon
Hyde. They got the big Castro. Yeah.
Wasani.
Wasani Castro. Delton Rojas are the top man to me.
Okay.
They got Morgan too. Where Morgan is?
Brandon Morgan.
Morgan. Yeah, that
What?
So how much you have? How much you get?
four or 5 man.
No.
Three top man have this. Delton Rojas are top man.
Yeah.
Now, I want to say this. If you go back and you research, Brandon Morgan always rides good in a cross country.
We got good.
He always near the top 12 or 15 riders. You go back and look at
I
that.
got top 15 last time, you know.
He in there.
Top 15, no.
Who like top 15?
Oscar Kiosco was 14.
You sure?
You just say right good.
He always shows up for cross country.
One class went top 10, one class went way back then.
But still, I forgot respect, but that's what
He always shows up cross country. You're not seeing the whole season, but cross country and everything.
right good.
Yeah. Oh, Castro.
Wasani has been away. I know he's been riding quite a bit internationally. This is going to be the first race for him in the city since last year.
Rojas and a boy too, no? Delta and a boy.
So Delta and Rojas is the man for that team. Okay.
Who is next? Whatever boys.
whatever boys. They have what's the name? Hyro Campos.
Here I mean, man.
Hyro is there, man.
So how much you have? From what?
They got
They have
about
about three
They
or
got
four.
about man. The whole team, right? They got like 6 man.
Like I said, I
Complete.
I learned from one of the guys is that when it comes to that big Holy Saturday race, right? They got certain things they play and factor. You understand? And so I say no more.
I like
Leave
I'm
it like
I
that.
am a mess of luck. Look,
I say no more. Leave it like that.
look, go
There
look,
ain't no luck,
look
man.
in other cross country.
Yeah, that's why I say no more.
My thing is, and I'll say this, that I really admire Jairo Campos.
Yeah.
He stepped away for a
Yeah,
while.
pressure, eh?
He had some physical ailments, and he took it. And I think at the same time he spent a lot of time with his family and so on. And
That's why I want to salute him.
he's made a comeback, and
He come top 5 in the last 2 classes.
and he's ridden well, and he's put in his
Palace,
work.
you know,
Yeah.
Palace, yeah.
7, go 2-7.
Well, top 10 in top 10.
You go 2-7.
And he's put in a lot of
They were
work.
pang kasi ka.
And you have to know this about Hyro. Hyro has represented Belize nationally already, so it's not like
I salute.
thing, right? I mean, he stepped away, and now he's back, and he's
But Hyro
showing good.
Hyro come out though, so I don't
You know,
expect Hyro for.
he's showing quite.
Hyro not be no blast.
No, but I salute him for
I
what he's
salute
doing,
Hyro because he come 2 classic top 10.
and so on.
We're not saying
Yeah.
anything for cross country.
Let's
Okay?
let's move on to the next
Well,
thing.
I
Yeah?
just, as a fan, I salute Hyro.
SPD,
SPD, you have Smokes Gladden,
Bob Gabriel,
Bob Gabriel,
Leslie,
Philip Leslie.
and Chevron. Then I got 4 Chevron Flores, Animal Son.
Yeah. So 4 riders. Who would you say them be riding for? Are they just riding to complete and compete and complete?
All of us,
No,
I would think that
they ride for nobody.
they might ride for
They
the
ride like-
Masters prize with Smokes.
But then they ride for nobody though. Certain teams don't ride for nobody. Certain teams not got no team meet, okay?
But I don't want to knock my cyclists in my
Yeah,
business.
okay.
Okay.
I respect Bob and I respect Smoke.
So they have a team.
So no, that the key thing the past.
Well, you know,
Bob and
they team
Smokes.
don't know where for no water.
No,
You gonna get your own first better own food in the team
like I
there.
said, as a fan, I respect Smoke and
Alright. So one thing that who think they ride for?
But I know the same.
Make
Right? I'm just saying that I respect
Alright,
and I
good.
like how
Okay.
Maximum respect to me.
I love
Masters, but you know, maximum respect. But I don't really. They don't got they don't got no TV for discuss.
we understand.
Stage and price strategy,
Balance, we understand.
breakaway strategy.
We understand that.
Who will bring water?
We
Who will
understand
bring
that.
food?
As a
Okay,
fan,
okay,
I
okay.
understand that.
Then-
But
then-
I just
You think that's somebody for help?
No, I'm here to just ask a question.
What you?
Now there's two are the better Masters riders there. Smokes and Bob riding on the same team. So my question is, do you think they all everybody for themselves, or they going to try and work together and then the best man at the end wins?
I know his.
as a fan,
No, listen, I got get the question again. You have Smokes Gladden and Bob Gabriel.
Okay.
Both of them are masters.
Yes, sir.
And they would be considered 2 of the better
Three
masters.
masters, Philip too. Philip had
Oh, yes, Philip is a master. So 3 of the
4. Got the 4.
3 of the 4, but those 3 riders that we just named are 3 of the better masters riders
That's-
in the whole peloton.
No.
They're not you.
They're not
you-
them. Palace. Come on, Palace.
They not get no. Well, which one do we get prize in the classics? The Masters prize win by Pope, Lovell, Jairo Whitney too. Is Jairo Whitney? They don't win no Masters prize.
Okay, so you're saying that
I know, come on, Palace.
For Masters, that one?
Yeah, that Masters with the top.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe they can
They be a running.
yeah, maybe they can run for the
Okay,
Masters.
so
All right, good. That
okay,
was-
so make we move on. Now get to
Team level.
Team level. You have Giovanni, Greg, what the youngest one, what's his name? Gerson, the three brothers, and that's it, right?
That's it. Now.
I think
Yeah, a little
I
by
think
team.
I think
Yeah, a little
that,
by
I think maybe the father might register so they can get a vehicle. As you need four, right?
How much they got there?
Three. You have Giovanni, Greg, and Gerson.
They got some man. They raise nice level.
So either the dad
Come on, my
or
police.
judge.
The police I believe you could register already.
Yes.
What to register?
Yes. So those three.
Level will be the Giovanni would be
Giovanni would be the
top
top guy.
I don't think the rest. Greg are compete for Master Spice as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he talked already. We talked to the Panchat. We got to go to it. Already. He seems to like to ride too late.
Even calculate areas.
Yeah, he miscalculate that areas. The best race I see right so far that they did tour and the Rumble. They go fifth.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
miscalculated a lot.
And I think
I told him he used a lot of unnecessary energy that is not needed to be wasted.
I think one of the things with him too is when there's a split, so he always want to try be Superman and go cross by himself.
But that's what I say. The calculation more correct.
So he has to kind of utilize what's around and don't be so hasty. But
Yeah.
he's in good form, very good form. Next team.
Running Rebels got
Running
Emery Gill, Quinton Hamilton, Tariq Kano, and Tiger Jr. I'm sure Tiger Jr. right now. Tiger Jr. is not power man.
And then again position. Then again vehicle position.
You have a 4 years, Mr.
Okay. So I said
Because
two DS, no?
Yeah,
You know, Quinton, you know, Sid mentioned Quinton Hamilton there.
yes, man. Say.
You just said it.
Sorry.
Got Tiger Ben technical director for the team.
So DS, two D, at least two DS out of the four.
Who know that? You think Emery Gill has Emery?
So Emery and Quintana start, Taricano
Yeah, talk as come, man.
and Tribe and DS.
That's that?
Yeah, that's what you say.
What do you think Tribe or Boss was sent to Hatfield? And then could get in.
Okay. I wish them well.
Yeah, me.
All right, who's the next team?
Santinos.
You have
Justin.
Jocelyn Chavaria
That's the
Jr.
man.
That boy.
You have
Joshua.
yeah,
Fuller.
Joshua
Well,
Fuller.
the boy who didn't man too. They're going to buy this. Come
Then
balik Alfred get knocked out, remember?
Oh yes,
Alfred
he got
and
half
Gil-
of the motorcycle. no?
Alfred and Gil.
Sunday.
Speedy recovery, Mr. Alfred, and
Yeah.
to your
No,
To the young lady that was
Something
with you
you
and
for
that.
choose and they got 2 man.
Then I have
Something was as very so Ghost Rider. That was a Ghost Rider, okay? Check out my opinion on Ghost Rider positions.
wait man, then I'm at the next style ballet
Oh, Big Sam.
Big Sam, he
Yeah,
know,
Big
right?
Sam, that's tree. They're talking tree as well. They're talking tree.
Well, they make them register.
They're talking finance tree.
But I just want to I just admire
Big Sam, yeah. Big
So now,
Justin Chavaria.
so Jocelyn Chavaria would be the man. This-
No,
this race-
you talk about Madu correct cross country, yeah, cross country.
Yeah,
rider.
that was just
That's
gonna
not
say.
cross country rider, no. Nobody know
That-
that. Take it.
No. I still think Brandon always shows himself, but Jocelyn has shown.
Well, we started by still though. We already saw Bala's ghost.
Oh,
Alfred.
he could do that.
Yeah, go as ghost, not a ghost rider. Go as
You could register. And not-
Go as anybody know. We don't know that. Then have start.
As long as you're a
Member.
like
We're starting our pub. We're starting as a
Yeah.
member. So I don't
Yeah.
put any name.
All
I
right,
thought
then,
it's a
so-
you draw. Put your.
No.
Go to the Korea you.
Yeah,
Go as a
but
you.
then
Your name I call him man, but you're not out there.
then after Santino's, what team we have, fellas?
Gotta come paper there.
PMA. Last team PMA.
PMA.
Shankad.
Sean
Then
Clark.
they have couple of boy for lady come from like the boy Langford, me right good I boy 22 or 23 Langford came top 20.
Okay.
We got Griga.
Yeah.
Langford of LA.
Yeah.
He don't do that. Banana man right too. Banana man no banana man. Banana man Langford.
Then
Sean
Black
Clark.
Riders.
I want money. I think about him already. I told him, the boy, man. Aye. The boy, the plot. Either McCoy for San Hill, little brother.
Oh, I know who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He in a master so.
So Shankar,
So I gotta be very top right here.
but
What Shankar do now? Because look at Shankar get 22 popping. I think I get Lego. Shankar no show again, but of late Shankar the ride smarter.
he showed very good patience and smart riding in the rumble.
Rumble is very good.
He rode very tactical there.
Yeah, very tactical in a rumble is very good.
Yeah, he was tactical. You know, I when I put down the main squad there and the Legion,
Well,
Blazers.
we made do Blazers team.
But those are Belizean team.
Blazers not a Blazers team, is it? Come on.
Well, like
I'm a Blazers, I think. I said him Golden State Blazers, you see him? When I call results for the Red Lions, I said Golden State Blazers. Corey Williams and a Golden State, you know,
because
maybe they got San Fran.
no, because what happens is it's what state you're registered in, and remember California is known as the Golden State. So
But who registered Miami last year?
because they were stationed in Miami, that team was based out of Miami. That's where they registered the team in Miami.
Okay.
So now they must have registered the team
San Fran?
in California and used Golden State.
So who two, we don't know,
As you see, the team is Legion of LA, right?
the who two Rider Legion bring our two Golden State Blazers bring.
We're going back to the same thing.
We don't know.
Like that. We're going back to the same thing.
Because
Let's start
I can't. One crowd said team could bring two, then the next crowd said no team can't bring two. So we don't know.
But I want to know something now. Make it tell us on the right time. You say, the man wants to say 20 man. I want to know so local team I end up with some man. I want to.
Well,
you either got a jersey,
no,
but so local team will end up with someone in safe final we say
But,
get vetted and accepted.
but based upon the numbers, you're not going to have 18. So if you say the list have 25, that have to narrow down.
So what?
We say 18.
No. We all
No.
We believe.
we don't know. We don't know the criteria.
Let's start.
No, but make a correct one time, no? They don't vet them, accept them. If only 20 billion right, you got 20 you got 25 finals.
Yes.
You got something again?
No, you don't
You
send
don't
there and tell them
that's
that
it.
you're capable of riding.
Yeah, you know.
So anyway, we don't have to go back to where we started.
Yeah.
Because
No, but
because it can
Yes.
But I'm telling you, that 25%,
Let me-
that 25%
That's why I'm saying
is not correct.
That's why I'm saying you need to know long before the whole week the
Yeah.
exact amount of Belizean cyclists that will be part of.
We was going to know much reason right to be said.
Well, that's why I told you that I heard earlier in the season that they had 70 eligible riders.
All right, so
That's what I heard. I do not know if they have
we
grown.
All right, 25% at 70, more or less.
About 18.
You can't enough the team concept without have some unattached rider.
Okay.
You have to talk about
Okay,
the great
okay,
Liam
okay.
Stewart.
Yeah, and attached
Yeah.
Liam, I got an attached Liam. I got
Liam.
well, I got local. I don't got an attached. I got local wildcat. So I had Atlina my wildcat. I had Dylan, Liam, Smokes, Bob.
Okay.
Um,
Make we do this.
I had the boy there just stop button. So.
Yeah.
Brandon Mara.
But I'm not gonna my wildcat. That's why I got him wildcat.
All right, so let's do this. So now we've gone through the list of teams that we can recall because we haven't gotten the official start list yet. Now we can tell you now unattached riders. We're gonna name the unattached riders that we know about, and then we will have
If you
Mr.
take that
Jones.
how are
Go ahead.
Start again.
how are Justin Akor Belizean, but they are allowed finals on the team.
Justin,
And I tell that said that
I can't answer that.
the policy was drafted when they remember, but they could got 2 man per team.
I can't
That's
answer
a
that.
policy thing.
Hold on, I can't answer that. Justin and Corey are Belizean, so they're entitled to ride no matter what.
Yeah.
Right?
Well said, yeah.
So we all agree
Yeah,
to
so,
that.
so what allowed them to get the finals?
They not get no foreigner. They, as you say, according to it, and they say no, we don't have nothing.
Who's at this?
The federation.
Okay.
They have, if you look at the list of accepted riders
Mm-hmm.
of 21,
Mm-hmm.
there's a bunch of names in there. Some of them we know from following the racing, that some of them ride on teams that are associated to the Williams.
What jersey they ride?
I don't know. That will be presented at the technical meeting.
Yeah, present jersey.
Yes. Plus, when the other day when we went to when the Jamaican Classic was going on, you had riders from Belize that went from different teams and they wanted to ride in the national team. Which in hold on, I explain it to John Public. They couldn't ride in the national team for two reasons. One,
I did last week.
they wasn't invited, and two, you can't have foreigners
On a national team.
on a national team that are not from that country. So that explains that.
Mm-hmm.
But however, when you show up to any event,
Mm-hmm.
you must present what color, what jersey you are wearing.
Okay.
And then the commissaire accepts that. He will go through it and say, okay, I agree that you could ride with this one. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there are certain jerseys that are not acceptable by UCI too. You have jerseys that have dimples and stuff, and it depends on how big they are and whatever, because they aid with resistance from the wind and so on. So these are things that we
don't say one there.
no. Well, well, let me give you a new information. I know that I'm not sure if he's going to be the commissaire, but I know an international commissaire was invited to this event. I don't know if he's going to just come and observe or he's coming to be the commissaire.
No, but I'm making the point that Legion of Los Angeles and
Blazers
were allowed 2 foreigners per their team.
last year. Nobody don't know where to go on yet.
The policy remains with them. The policy remains.
That only they could bring in.
They are allowed. I say only they, but they are allowed. That 2 teams there, Blazers and Legion, are allowed 2 foreigners per each team. So you
well, I don't say that. So because I don't see it, I don't read it. So
I don't Blazers jersey, 2 foreigners, and 2 Legion jersey.
I don't know. But it comes back again. It comes back again.
But I'm not making the point that they asked me the question.
No, but
I'm making the point that they are allowed.
You got good stats that happen.
They are allowed to, but they are allowed to bring 2 foreigners. So don't new.
No, I make myself clear.
No, not new.
I don't know if they're allowed. I haven't heard that they're allowed. I haven't seen nothing in writing saying they're allowed. I can tell you I have received a list of 21 foreigners. There's some names that are on that 21 list that I know are associated with them. Now it comes back to the commissaire accepting what jersey they will ride it. Because maybe, I don't know. And I'll say it again, I don't know.
We got you.
But maybe they man was sending a house for ride and they accept it.
They might wear neutral jersey.
Yeah, they might. I don't know. I
wanted to go back to what you started to Palace
interjected.
Interject with the unattached. You were saying something.
I was saying that the unattached riders that we know about is Corey Williams, Justin Williams, Liam Stewart, who else we call out?
I can go for my top 10.
Yeah, that's it. You say,
So you have names like those that will be unattached. Because
only that but there are people where color their own.
Right?
Don't mean that.
So those are some of the unattached riders that we know about. And thing. Now at this time, Mr. Joseph will give you his top 10 locals, right? This is
My top 10 locals are my Corey, Justin. I put them separate from the rest. So okay, Corey, they're not base. They're not right Belizean based team, but they carry a Belizean some Buffalo passport. They're Belizean. No, people like say they're Belizean. I don't want to hear that.
And they ride under the Belizean license.
And Corey right now is present Belize national rule
Champion.
and time champion.
And the Central
No.
Caribbean Championships champion.
All right, so Korea, Justin, set aside. After that, I got Oscar Quiros, Jaron Gonzalez, Derek Chavarria, Carlton Robinson, Goran Gabriel, Byron Pope, Delton Rojas, Jeremy Senio,
Miss Fina.
Lovell. I don't got Derek.
Justin.
Not Justin. Justin. So the two Chavarria.
So
Now my 10 then Justin
okay. So
Justin about the father.
I just want to call a name. I don't know if you call it and I didn't hear it. Is you so you don't have Sean Cadino.
I got that on my work out.
Okay, but you got Jalen in your 10, but Sean Cadino out of your 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Jones, you want to give your 10 too?
Hold the mic for this. I know that I always agree, but as a fan and I watch the race, the 10 names we call by Palace, I must say, dinner name, but my top five would definitely go in. Would I be Robinson, Derek Chavarria, Oscar Quiros, I gotta go again. Derek Chavarria, Robinson, Carlton Robinson, Oscar Quiros, Corey Williams. Yeah, that's it.
You got 4.
You got 9 man?
No, you only got 4.
I think Lovell.
Who's 4 in that?
Lovell.
I'm missing.
Oscar, Carlton, Corey, and
Muscat
Derek
Derek Chavarria. I said Derek.
Wait,
That'll be 5 right there.
We're not driving.
Jivin. You didn't even mention Jivin. That's my 5 right
My
there.
name after.
I know here called Jivin.
Yeah, my thing
Yeah,
after, man.
so yeah.
I mean,
Let me help make
yeah, my
correct.
10 I got 3 G flow.
Yeah.
Driving.
Yeah. So make
Derek,
a correct. Yeah. Make a say it. Let me.
in a Malay I got 3.
Yeah.
Pope, Goran, Carlton. I don't know.
So let me correct myself, Midland. All right. We got the 2G flow with a Jivin and Derek Chavarria. From the DJ Alliance, we have Robinson, Carlton Robinson, and then we have Oscar Quiros, and then Corey Williams. That my 5 too.
Oh, you got 5, you got 10.
That my 5 will definitely go win the race.
55.
Yeah.
okay.
But I went on the record because this is my good friend, and I know I know in a show up, but sometimes cross country people not show up long time afterwards, and they ride a race good. If they calculate right, they could show up again. And so in a wild card you have Pope. Right?
Pope in my top 10 bedroom.
Top 10.
Top 10.
And so I think he ride a race a lot of time, he ride it good, and so I believe
Pope in my top 10, no?
he could show up. You never knows.
Okay.
Okay, those are the opinion of Fitzgerald Joseph and Mr. Jones. Now, I will tell you this. I don't pick top 10, and I pick top 5, and I pick nothing. All I could tell you is I wish all the riders a safe ride and a healthy ride, and may the best man win. And I will make only one prediction.
Healthy, right? What do you mean?
When I say healthy, that they don't have no issues, because sometimes you wake up and you vomit up, anxiety, whatever. So we want them to be healthy as possible, to have a good ride, a safe ride. The only thing that I will predict out of this is I could tell you which 3 man now win.
Which 3 man will not win?
Will not win.
Oh, no, win.
And I could guarantee this, and I could carry this at the bank.
Oh, you.
I want to tell you the 3 man will not win.
That's you want to have, right?
Fitzgerald Joseph, Mr. Jones and Steven. They said they three that got no chance, okay? So they put no money on they three there. That's all I could tell you. But but that is it. Pierre, I don't know if you want to touch any other topic. Are we good? And we'll close out for tonight.
Yeah, I think I understand.
And think if we
But I'm going to do
Yeah.
final words.
make Mr. Jones go before me, eh?
Okay.
The guest
Yeah,
of the
sure.
noche.
Yeah. As a fan,
Quickly, Joe, you supposed to go and meet the host, I think, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Love FM?
Yeah. I should be with the love of
I,
him.
I will
If
be
nothing
Crim.
change.
I will be Crim.
Yeah. All right. As a
This is
fan,
Daniel Placenza.
as a fan, I want to. As a fan, I just want to thank the launcher. I call him the launcher, the rocket, Mr. Palace, to invite me here at his home to be a part of the show. I like to say that in life, you don't take it for no kind of feelings, but always remember what we spoke of tonight is healthy critique. What you need to regard, you regard, and what you need to disregard, you disregard. And I say to all in the media land, all the best for the 95th running of all who will be partaking. With that, I said, peace out, and remember all the time, God loves you, and as a spiritual man, we will be praying for the entire race. Bless.
Thanks, Mr. Jones. Well, folks, this is the final one before the big dance, no? So, like I said earlier, we pray that all the riders that are taking part and all the officials and anybody that is involved in the race have a safe event, and the best man will win. And we hope that you all remember too that this weekend is a time of celebration too. Please make sure that you do it in a safe and healthy manner, and remember the reason for the season. The good Lord, He blesses us all and gives us the ability to do what we do. And with that, I'd like to say a special good night to my nephew and his wife that are visiting for the first time to this beautiful jewel of ours here in Belize. And then, as usual, I have to say thanks to my lovely wife Donna and my daughter Christina for allowing me to come out and share my crazy opinions with all of y'all. And remember, those are the opinions of Stephen Bissett and Stephen Bissett alone. So, all the best and safe holidays, and let's be blessed. P.
Yeah, I'll thank to this is the final stretch. My old cycles should have already been have a great knowledge of what they need to rest up because cross country normally Good Friday night sleep well to and turn. Especially if you're a great rider. A great rider normally have some uneasy night close to the race. I mean, if you're not very good, basically, you want to sleep easy. I'm telling you, I've been around for 5 years. There was no one now, okay?
They might not wake up in time, no?
Oversleep. But riders, man, after Saturday, this will be the last parade. I'll have to left it on the road because personally, me, I defend from the two. But I don't want to have no excuse for no. Come Easter Sunday, that when I do this and I do that. Don't bring that to me. Okay, that to others. I don't want to hear that. So, give it to all, do what need to do. Ride the smartest and ride. Because if you ride foolishly, I remind you next week Tuesday, I'm remind you that you ride like knuckleheads. And so, bring on the best gear. Do what you need to do. Who the ride domestic. Who went for water, go for water. Know on the roll, know on the path. Help on the team the best possible, give the team the best possible chance. If your team have that ability to win, give your team the best chance. And so after the race, feel comfortable. Not about Belize and I feel about Belize and people are in full level. These are people that going to key. If you win or lose, they going to key. So I talk about these are people not going to put hard east all day. If you lose, stop them fool. They going to key without no win or lose. Then you got to key every year when
Then it is
everybody
before the race start.
before then for Thursday that key. You think in the world that if you win or lose, oh stop that. On the ride on the best. If you give on the best, nobody can. We can expect more than the best. On the give on the best. If I personally think that I'm not give on the best, then I make a tell you no. But if I look for international give the best, I hear none for me. I hear none bad for me, right? So go out and execute properly and right now have fun at the race and as long as you don't do all the bit. It's not to be ashamed of. Walk on the head high in the air, and walk on the head down, buck up and walk into the vehicles and that. Until next week again, we'll be back here and dissect the cross country and see what comes out of this. I personally believe that we have a great chance. Last year, two Belizean riders, Carter Robinson and Justin Torreira Jr., reach the roundabout, the hands by Cemetery Road, 1.5 miles from the finish line, in with the first place rider. Right then, they get separated. And some great riders were here. And we reached right there, mile and a half from the tape. So we were great. In a year where the record was broken, 16-year record was broken. So the same thing this year. I believe that we have even got better this year. And so believe that riders were wrong. I have the nonsense about them just now 10 man and walk around foreigners and believe that no, they're wrong. And then I should this. We got people here who are capable of being wrong.
Capable of winning.
We don't go win. Have some guys that can win. Believe that. They can win. So trust on yourself and do what you need to do. Get out of here, ride smart, not on the ride too foolish. Some riders they are really better than us. So you are block them down, you are making them use more energy on us. So by the time you push a tape, you're blocking down finding height there and you bring out to you and then away to straight up and try beat them. But if you want to try to show it on a Samsung, on a Atlas, on a get beat just like we beat in the past years, yeah, before most of the time we get beat because of our own foolishness. So ride smart. And as Bissett and Joe said, this is the reason for this season. Greater love than this had no man, that a man laid on his life for his friends. That's what Jesus did on Calvary's tree for all of us, and so that we can have that fellowship and that union with God, because Christ came and gave his life for us. That's the only reason we are now coming back to God through Christ. He's the bridge that from that gap that wasn't there, Jesus came, laid on his life for us. And so until next week, I'd like to say big thanks to everyone, our sponsors, Marlon Castillo's Meat Shop and Canada Bike Shop. Good night to JP. Enjoy your night. And thanks to my son Caleb, technician duty.
Super technician.
Caleb, we wind down and we go from here. And so the next week we'll be right back here and we'll dissect. If anything comes up, maybe Thursday or Friday, Bissett will be all the things. So, but if anything come up, I will must do a personal live. If I get any more information that is hot and want to be result, I'll be here.
You should have the start list on Thursday.
I should have personal list. So maybe I go through. I might do at least my live. So I make Caleb teach people go up on my page and just punch out and do a quick live and make go through the riders there and make you say who are the great riders and who are our greatest adversary. And so I might do that Friday. Maybe if Joe got time, maybe and Joe will come in and do that too. So until next week, we'll dissect this race. Thank you. Peace out.